Hi, Q. How are you? Feels like it's been a while since I've played some Metal Gear Solid 4. Hello there, General Kenobi. I feel like you have to say that when someone says hello there, right? Just has to, like, all go together. Oh, just working the turkey through its unwritten law, right? Yes. Ladies and gentle people, mushy. Good afternoon. We are live. Metal Gear Solid, or fingers fucked up. Guns of the Patriots. That's an old Snake. And we're gonna load the game. I believe it was okay. I didn't really do anything. I worked. So yeah. How was yours, though, by the way? Yeah, we just got introduced to Ninja. Like, we sort of had an idea of what was going on, but he breakdance fought a bunch of mooing Metal Gear Rexies? Load this data. Yes, data. How about yours? You? Did you spoil yourself? Have a little bit of a chocolate heart? Get yourself some roses, or whatnot. Get a date for the first time, and well, first one, very good. Very good. I'm glad to hear that. Hope it went well. Did it end with a bang? Maybe? I feel like you're a gentleman, Q. How many times do you want me to hit the start button? Okay. Oh god, did I like stop at like a very...
Now's your chance to make an escape.
You want me to make escape while everything, Aster and shit? Well, that's good. I could probably use the solid eye. Oh god, that was not what I wanted. Just the normal version was fine, and, if we're gonna be doing this, I've forgotten how to play this game, I think, but, sure. I mean, avoiding these things is probably where... Oh god.
Snake.
Oh god, was that thing like following me? Oh jeez Louise. I hope these chickens are okay. Oh god. Pardon me, sir. Yep, you're not okay. Whew. Can we go in this door? No. Oh god. Oh, banana hammocks. Okay. Okay. Just shove me into the noodles area. Is this what the... Oh god. Is this what the world is gonna be? It's solid. Pretty close. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I died there or if it just went into a cutscene. How's Witcher Mad Max 2? I think I ran into... Mission accomplished. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, well, you know, GG's, we'll take it. Yeah.
Thank you.
All I know is, like, sometimes you're supposed to hit like that set area, right? And then all was good. So like, I don't know if I did look like I got squashed by a medium-sized scary robot. You're telling me the Mark II can do all of these special things, but it can't jump? Yeah.
Get us out of here.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about the face camo after we beat
Where's Raiden?
Decoy Octopus. But it does add a little bit, but you know, I'm playing on Liquid Easy, so I don't know if we really need that extra little oomph there. Are we gonna catch the ninja? Yeah, stick your hand out, he'll grab it.
Vamp!
Oh, that's Vamp. I was like, who's wearing the trench coat? Is he dancing with them? I still don't understand why they moo, though. Does anyone have, like, a logical explanation for that? And why is he doing the bat to seek? Or if you're gonna want to taste of blood there, I don't think there's any blood in there left.
Yet again, our paths.
He identifies as a cow. Makes sense. Ooh, yeah. But, oh, okay. Do you think that's semen or something, or what do you think that is? Could be ice cream, vanilla. I was just gonna say, it didn't look like the knife really went through there, but,
You too, immortal.
No. I just don't fear death.
And the break dancing begins. It's so funny, like, I've dipped my toes a little bit back into the Yuzu emulator for the Switch. And it's funny, like, I know the whole thing, was this the PlayStation 3, was that the emotion engine? It's still very hard to get everything. In case you haven't noticed, yeah, the PS3 has that HDCP, so that's how we're playing this. It still is running okay for all things considered, but I would have much preferred to play it on the PS3, but can't stream it from that thing. That thing grabbed a nipple there. Oh, jeez. Did he, like, just crack his neck as he did a little move there? Ow, right on my toe. You're gonna miss a couple toes out of that one. He does. Well, you know, to be fair, both of them do. Was it? It's been forever, like, since I've played it. Like, probably since it came out, so I wasn't sure if it just didn't run that well to begin with, or... Oh, you probably run slightly better on this. I have like the 60 frames per second patch on and everything. Not that it's always running at 60 frames, but you know, you're lucky if you're getting 30 half the time. But actually, I don't know if there's a 60 frames thing on this one. I'm getting that confused with something else. And just a little tiptoe through the window. Like, Vamp doesn't even look like he weighs a lot, but oh, that could have got him in the goddamn rectum. And it's weird things too of like, when Raiden was talking on the codec, you wouldn't hear his voice. Again, just one of those weird things. Is his sword of burning or something? He does. I think it's down to that one little thing of he doesn't fear death, right? Oh, that was almost in the nads.
Yes. Could you be the one to finally finish me?
I feel like I wouldn't want to have a knife just right there. Now, when does Revengeance? I know that's the Raiden game. Is that during this? Is it after? Is it before? Do you get a little bit of a backstory as to what it is? Yeah, me too, Q. I got this weird feeling. Years after, okay.
You okay? Fine. Right.
You're...
Boy, that's just throwing up semen everywhere there, man. That's terrible.
Boss, she got away.
Goddamn flip phones making an appearance again.
It's all part of the plan.
The test was a failure, even with his...
Oh, that feeling came back faster than expected. Well, there you go. Nothing wrong with that.
We need all of him.
The PMCs we deployed have suffered brain damage.
Damn it, Jordan, I wanted to block out that scene. But you know, when you come in here, that's a thought that's not getting blocked out at all. It's just happening. It's part of the show. If I have an opportunity to make a penis joke, I'm not going to turn it down. Now, you know what you signed up for when you hit that follow button, right? He's like, ew. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be the first thing I taste, but, oh, are these some type of convulsions? What do we got going on here?
Vamp. He's got to be immortal.
No, he's not immortal at all. It was my design that caused his body to be like that.
Huh?
What do you mean?
The nanomachines in his body cause his wounds to close and heal at an accelerated rate. Someone took the basic nanomachine technology I once researched.
So maybe you could do that with this guy?
In a sense, I'm responsible for Vamp. It's one of my sins.
Does your body have the same nanomachines?
I brought a monster into this world. And I too am...
It's a good thing it's a white lab coat, because, you know, she probably won't even have to wash it after all of this. Does anyone know a doctor that's not named Dr. Naomi?
Can you save him?
I don't know. He needs a blood transfusion. No, an infusion of artificial blood.
Snake, Brian. Europe.
What? It just spewed out a giant area of Europe? Yeah, more of a mechanic, right? We've got a bullpup style bolt action sniper rifle. Oh, I feel so silly. Had I known that would have added up to be like the end of an act, I would have played through that little bit of part. But my humor's so bad I giggled when he said Big Mama. What, we killed 7 people? When did we kill people? Oh, well. Obviously, some people probably fall off a cliff or something. How many? I didn't think I did. Didn't plan on killing people. Well, I remember from the first. I remember from the first part, the first act, I did kill 5 people. It's because they had like that grenade launcher thing, and I killed a few people. Okay, I didn't know what it was doing. Okay, who would have known? But that one I didn't know I killed anybody. Best eggs still. I haven't seen a better egg in a video game yet. Right? Like, have you? Not I mean that like people are going out making eggs in video games, but is she just giving the ingredients for how to make meth? Is Walter White listening here?
The trick is to keep the lid on. Now, let it cook for 1 minute.
She looks annoyed.
You like cooking, don't you? Good for you.
Do you know the secret of that shot? No, I don't actually. I would love to know.
Fortune telling. When it turns out good, it means something good is gonna happen.
Oh. So that's why you don't cook them over easy.
Oh! That's why they look so goddamn good. See, I was gonna say the opposite. I had always heard that was just like them, that they just turned up the graphics to 11 for that specific shot. It doesn't look real though. Like, you can tell it still is a little... It's not quite real. Like, it's like when people do those deep fakes. Like, you can tell something's off.
Oh. Is this your mother?
Yes.
She's really beautiful.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Now I'm a little let down that no wonder there isn't any better looking eggs in video games now. You've ruined it, Witcher. You've ruined it.
Titanium, uranium, neptunium, plutonium, americium. Americium.
Curium.
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 I always felt that though with these games, I don't know when this came out with the PlayStation 3 when it launched, but every Metal Gear, like aside from 1 pretty much, but like, 1 shared a lot of things with Siphon Filter and whatnot of looks, but like, I said this with number 2, like considering how old the game was and what platform it was on, it looks still good to me now. Like, if you told me this was a brand new game coming out, maybe from, like, a somewhat of an indie developer, maybe. Like, I expect, when you see the new Call of Duties or whatever, and they do their cutscenes and stuff, they obviously have a lot more to their faces, but, like, you can't tell me that you wouldn't be happy playing this as a new game in this day and age.
Her name was Olga.
Still looks good.
My mother.
I see.
Uh-oh. That was longer than a minute. Hope that's a non-stick pan.
And there. Done.
Thanks.
I would be happy, but the number of hoops that we must do to play Metal Gear Solid 4 makes it hard to enjoy. Oh, it does. Like I just mentioned, it sucks that the only way to play this game, I mean, you could play it on a PlayStation 3. I have it on the PlayStation 3. I just can't stream it because there's the HDCP protection on a PlayStation 3. So, and they didn't put it on a PS4. That would have been my next thing. Had it been on like the PlayStation Plus collection or a some way to like, you add it on your PlayStation Plus thing, I would have paid, for a month and played it. Right? But you still make it super difficult. I don't understand. What is wrong with Konami?
The keys to the system are Big Boss's genetic code and biometric.
I maybe feel like maybe
Without them,
they'll fix it one day. Maybe Konami will need some money.
Wait,
Even though I know they won't.
doing
But
all this time.
he's been.
and I like the breakdown that you get.
Two
It gives you everything, right?
The first, using the genetic code from Liquid's DNA chip. In his second attempt, he used the DNA code and biometric data extracted.
Konami is hard to understand nowadays.
What's the need?
I feel like Capcom
Just as well.
and Sega, to an extent, were like this about 10 years ago.
Neither your genetic pattern nor Liquid's genetic pattern is a 100% match for Big Bosses.
Like Capcom learned within the last 10 years of like, you know what, maybe we should remake some of those Resident Evil games. And they sold like, extremely well, right? Like I feel like how is Konami not the same way of like, we're sitting on these IPs that people love. They print money. And even I said, like, Capcom did a lot of nice work to the Resident Evil series. Like those remakes look really nice.
Speaking, there's the mark.
I would hate to just say to Konami, but I mean, like, you don't even need to do that. You really don't. Give me an upscaled to proper 1080 or 60 frames, and maybe do a little bit of a cleanup of a render, and you can sell these for $60 again. You don't even have to do the whole remake, right? I would love to see it. And then, or the next thing would be is like, hey, if you don't even want to spend any money, just find a way to put them on new platforms, right? Just
Copies of our father.
put them on PC. Just port them as is.
Which is why they created Solidus.
I don't know. They're wonderful conversations, and I love to have them during
Listen carefully, Snake.
during stream talks. I really do. But I wish I could figure out their head. I've always just assumed they're just more than happy with their what is it?
AI that controls the
The
system
Japanese
is
gambling
highly
thing.
aggressive, advanced IDS.
Uh,
It uses a special code.
they're like you put the little balls in type of thing. Pachinko. Yeah, pachinko machines. Basically, they have licensed everything out to pachinko machines, and they're more than happy with that type of money coming in. So,
Killed by white blood cells.
now is it?
The authentication program
Is Metal Gear Solid 4 a mess of a code because it's on the PlayStation 3?
one I helped develop.
Because there's a lot of things, like I always hear, especially a lot of the older games, and you hear the stuff of the source code is gone, and so, you know, to pay people to go back and try to fix it is a lot of money, and then if it doesn't work out, then, you know, it doesn't work out well at all for anybody. But
It registers that genetic code.
I always heard that this is why this emulator is so hard, was because the way they designed the system. I remember people saying when they were making games for for PlayStation 3, it was a pain in the ass.
Going to use a substitute.
Just the way it was built. And hence that's why emulation of it is very difficult.
So when Liquid accessed the system in the Middle East and South America...
Yes, it was. It was.
I can't believe this. Snake and Big Boss don't have the same genetic code?
Strictly speaking, Snake and Liquid aren't the same either. Which is why Fox...
Solid Snake doing his best Archer impersonation. He's just missing, you know, perhaps a glass of whiskey and yelling at Babu.
If Liquid uses Big Boss's genetic code, the original, he'll have the system completely under his control.
Hold on. I thought having his code wasn't enough. You need his biometric data at the same time, don't you?
For the most part, Q, if you were a first or second party PlayStation developer, it wasn't as hard because Sony really sent out those development kits long before, and so everyone had a proper take into really looking at the system. The same was for the PS2. But like for a third party, they really had to dig around and figure out the ins and outs. Like, do you remember, like, I don't know if like it's a thing anymore really, but do you remember back in this era, you'd always hear like the first generation, even the second generation of games were like, oh, we're only utilizing like 40% of the possibility of the system, right? And it wasn't until like 6-7 years later where they were really harnessing 100% of the system. Like, they just figured out all the quirks and features of how to work it. I don't think that's a thing really anymore with the systems. They're so basically just a computer. You know, which bugs me of like why everything just isn't on the PC anymore, right? I think games like The Last of Us use it all. Yes, and don't forget, a developer will also, I don't know if it's like a hindrance to say so or not. I think Insomniac also said they used a lot of the power for Ratchet and Clank on the PS5. I haven't played it, so I haven't seen other than videos, and I can't really say, but like they used a lot of what was available to them hardware-wise. It's a lot of bleeding right there, semen bleeding.
Uncle Hal, I found it.
Huh? Ah. This is it.
Where'd you hack this from?
I still have to play the second Last of Us, but now that the first one's on PC, I may come back to it and buy the second one. That one comes out on PC. I'm sure it is coming. Because they did the whole remake and everything. But so basically, they gave first and second party game creators an instruction manual and told the third party to figure out. I mean, that's the easy version of it, Q. Again, back in these days, like a first party developer, like just a game made by Sony, not Konami or anything like that. Although I would count Konami as an upper tier, probably like a second party.
We make Jack better?
But they would probably have the development kit probably a year in advance, or at least have an idea with a working computer of what they were going to be working with. Whereas everyone else, especially like a third party, would have to go to Sony, buy the development kit probably 6 months before launch, maybe a little bit more. But they also wouldn't have any help from Sony of like, hey, here's how to really work it out type of thing. Whereas if it's a Sony-based game, you're going to have all of those engineers working with you and going, hey, you know, you might have a problem. You go to the engineers and go, hey, we're running into this problem. How can we fix this? And they go, oh, you have to access this part of the VRAM or stuff like that, right? So it would just take a lot of people, a lot of work on a third-party side to figure that out.
What do you mean?
But once you figured it out, it's all good.
Look at this.
That's the beauty of it. And now, like I said, nowadays, like the new Xbox, the new PlayStation, they're basically just PCs.
Special blood needs
Um,
dialysis.
Like there still are development kits for the new Xbox and the PlayStation 5, but for the most part, you can do it on a PC now.
Important too. But at this rate, he's not gonna last that long.
Dialysis. Is that like what kidneys do?
That's right.
There's less quirk to handle. Yes, exactly. Yes.
Older type of artificial
Jeppo!
that was used by the military.
We're at the weird one? What is the weird one?
After it's been in use for a while, the blood needs to be dialyzed. Filtered.
I think Naomi is a quack of a doctor.
Right now, he's slipping into autotox.
Oh, okay, yes. You meant as a whole. I thought maybe we were at like a certain point in this game or whatever, but yeah.
It's there. In Europe.
I mean, I feel like I know he's like partial robot, but I still feel like you could at least cover those wounds and just like letting them just out like that.
Heal me there.
Where? The same place Liquid went?
Dr. Magnar. He saved my life.
How's Jeppo?
Dr. Madnar. I've heard of him.
A world-renowned cybernetic.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That's not on the plan to play that one, but I was interested to see like if you were to get more backstory of Ninja Raiden, essentially.
The sooner we get there, the better.
Yeah. I'll call Campbell and have him get us landing clearance. Oh, Snake! Where you going?
Boy, the sexual tension between Hal and Dr. Naomi is killing me.
Soon enough, anyway. What's one more smoke gonna hurt?
Goddamn children stopping me from smoking. He's not happy about that. Understandable, she's hot. Right. She is. That lab coat just appeared out of nowhere. Originally, it was a game set between 2 and 4 on how Ryan became a cyborg, but I got you. See, that would be, to me, it would sound like it'd be an interesting story. I'm not sure how much of it gets revealed in this game or not. The magic lab coat. Uh-oh. We're gonna insert a USB into Dr. Hell Emmerich's ear. I'm just gonna walk up to him with no bra. We'll figure life out, right? Also, Snake and Otacon are best dads. Yeah, it'd be like Perfect Strangers. Remember that show? I don't think they were dads, but I mean, I get the vibe from the two of them, right? Sort of like polar opposites.
Oh, her? That's my sister.
Really? I never knew you had a sister.
Yeah, she didn't live long.
For a moment, I thought she might have been your girlfriend.
No, I don't have a... Emma was a brilliant programmer. She wrote the worm that destroyed the Arsenal Gear AI.
She looks like she belongs like in
Then
Resident Evil 4
Vamp killed her.
or Code Veronica, maybe.
I'm
Yes!
sorry.
I want to play those games.
Nothing for you to be sorry for.
I mean, I was one of those people who bought Zone of the Enders just so I could play the Metal Gear
Used to be an
2 demo.
Oh.
Although Zone of the Enders was a decent game as well.
I was always fascinated by sci-fi anime. That's what got me into
I always heard
It's too bad reality
that
wasn't so simple.
Konami never wanted to do Zone of the Enders, and I'm sure it didn't sell well. But that was part of Hideo Kojima's, like, if you want me to make another Metal Gear game, you're gonna let me make Zone of the Enders. And they were like, well, I guess.
It's not like a science holics or Satanist.
I really should go back to that. I would be interested to see what type of story is in Zone of the Enders. Because there was 2 of those, right? It must have sold okay.
Being used by others for evil.
Dr. Emmerich,
You see this? Sonny helped me build it.
really? Sonny helped build this?
Police Knots is a real thing, right? That's a real anime in Japan, probably.
To tell you the truth, I think she's better at it than I am.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that probably ended up in a bajillion electronic boutiques and game spots or game stops
She cracked
as used copies, but I was one of them. I wanted to play that Metal Gear Solid 2 demo, and by golly, I had to buy Zone of the Enders. And I wasn't disappointed with either, quite frankly, but I definitely spent more time with the Metal Gear demo than I did with Zone of the Enders. Oh, it was a game.
her entire childhood inside the net.
What system is that on? Is that a PlayStation game? Oh, the MX2. A little bit before, well, probably not before my time, but I mean, that was never anything I touched.
She can only see the outside from the inside.
Boy, I'm loving chat. You guys are full of
Searching for herself.
information. I just love taking in and soaking it all in.
She's trying to find out who she is and where she's going.
Interesting. I'll have to take a peek at that.
Searching for herself and her family.
She believes she can find the answers inside a machine hooked up to the world. She spends every day
I'm just happy that after this one,
exploring.
for the Metal Gear stuff, I don't have to mess around with emulators.
No.
Or for Death Stranding, you know, we don't have to mess around with anything. Like, this is the last one that I have to worry about working well.
What are you talking about?
Probably could. I don't have to emulate anything, or everything, I mean. I mean, if there's something available on the PC to get, I'll buy it. It's not a big deal.
She needs to live a real life.
But Sonny's never shown any interest in leaving the Nomad.
I mean, you know, I got Death Stranding on the Epic Game Store for free on Christmas.
I'm worried about
I got Metal Gear Solid 5 on the PlayStation 4. Thanks for stopping on in, Q. Happy to have you to lurk around, my friend. Enjoy your sleep. Probably a lot of porn on that USB drive.
I have a feeling she'll do just fine.
You really think she'll be okay going outside?
That's not what I meant. I think she's...
When I say PC, I mean a port to Windows 98. Oh, so maybe emulation still might be my best go.
You were about to say...
Although, there probably is a good emulator for the MSX2. Is that the Master System?
Would you mind
Is that what that is a reference to?
Oh, of course not. Go ahead. But,
I've been wanting to look into things like
besides
the...
military rations are eggs.
I never really played Sega,
No,
except for like friend's house. I was always a Nintendo kid.
leave them off.
So there's always the...
It makes you look handsome.
I wouldn't mind getting like a a Saturn emulator and Dreamcast I had. I love that.
You think so?
Uh-oh. Are they going to bump Uglies here? You can check in your software that groups games. Yeah. Launchbox? Yeah, for sure. I'll look it up. That just groups things up from my doing. It's not a complete program. You still have to do all of the work, but like get the emulator and everything, which is easy enough to get.
Sleep in there?
Excuse me?
Well, Dr. Emmerich,
There's more of a home computer in Japan in the early 80s. Konami made a bunch of games for it. Okay.
I'm a woman. You understand. Sorry. I know it's selfish of me, but I'd like to be alone for a while.
Right. I understand. I'll show you in.
Thank you.
That's fine. Get some juice. Well, she's like, oh my God, they're gonna go have sex. I was wondering where we're getting these eggs from. Free-range chickens. Oh my God, they're having their Titanic moment. On a plane this big, we don't have our own bedrooms.
Good night, Dr. Emmerich.
Yeah. If you get uncomfortable or anything, just let me know. I'll be out there working.
I don't think Dr. Emmerich can really take a hint here and there.
Oh.
Yes?
Call me Hal.
So close.
Good night.
Good night, Hal.
Isn't it weird that every woman Otacon has relations to or have feelings towards dies? Yes. That's the connection. He's got that permeable sperm working there, right? Act 3, Third Son. How many acts are in this game? It's like in Cold Steel when they change up from acts to chapters. 5? God. Thought we were wrapping it up soon. I mean, I knew I wasn't going to finish this stream, but I mean, I was trying to get a general idea. Now we're in Europe. And what I can remember, one of the more times of the games I actually hated
in an effort to
is when you have to follow that guy by whistling or something.
The hunt is being carried out by US-based PMC, Ravensword, one of the companies under Outer Heaven's control.
Which means that Liquid's lurking somewhere behind the scenes.
Are we in Europe now? Can't be too specific to the exact spot. We're just in Europe.
The resistance group led by Big Mama. Snake, you'll be infiltrating the region where they are believed to house their base of operations. It looks as if
I assume the volume sounds okay. I'm just dealing with
cutting off Big
like
Mama
100-mile-per-hour winds. It's super gusty in here, so I don't want to turn it too much because it'll interfere with my mic. But you guys haven't said anything, so I assume it sounds fine for you.
been added to the PMC's blacklist, so you're going to have to lie about your identity to get in. I've provided you with a way to evade the checkpoints. Make contact with the resistance and find Big Mama.
This feels like the start of Half-Life 2.
This is our last chance. We must
Come on in on a train. We're gonna go through security.
They do.
Next. Next.
Oh, sweet.
Next. 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 Said next. You. Get your ass in the machine. Hey, are you deaf? Take him away.
Why is every single cigarette bent? I want to know that. Why they all got a weird little... Just relax.
That's enough. I'll take him from here.
But
We've been looking for this man.
Hi, Meryl.
yes, ma'am.
Wait, when did I do the dye job? When did that happen? Young Snake? I can appreciate that. He's just like me.
You're looking younger. What's your secret?
Base camo.
Oh,
A little present from Tentacles.
I was gonna say maybe it's Maybelline. Oh, I do like that. That's a thing though. Young Snake, give it to
You
me.
may not believe it, but I'm in charge of overseeing all PMC activity. Having connections can still open doors.
You alone?
What does PMC stand for? Like private military company or what? Oh.
Over here! Hey!
Hi, Johnny. Don't you need to take a poo somewhere?
Wrong with that guy.
You said, of course I said it. I mean, I'm just throwing out,
Enemy Snake.
those are 3 letters that coincide with what would make sense to me.
I wrote a
They look like they're in the military. They look like they're private.
finally realized
And they're together as a company.
alien poses.
Sure.
Called for immediate action. Now I've got more bodies than I know what to do with. A whole joint Army Marines team. They're already on site, mixed in with the US forces here. We're ready to strike Liquid at any time.
If you're so ready, knock yourself out. Do it right now.
It's crazy.
My paychecks still go through.
Things aren't that simple.
Listen, old man. I don't take orders from you or from your Colonel Campbell.
That hurt.
It's gonna be the Middle East all over again.
No, it won't. If things get out of hand, we can put a total lockdown on the PMC's weapons. They won't be able to fight back. Don't forget, we control the system.
I wouldn't rely too much on the system if I were you.
We've got them beat in sheer numbers.
Meryl.
Look, Snake. Just leave this to me. There's no need for you to put yourself in harm's way. Don't risk your life for no reason. Snake. What you're trying to do, it's not a mission.
I know. It's not justice. It's a hired hit.
If you know, then...
Oh, there comes those PMCs. I'm gonna hack up a lung.
Look, our ways...
Can I have some of that narc cola, please?
To me, you're still a legend, a hero. I know...
Do you think I'm still a legend in bed, according to Meryl? I don't know if they ever bumped uglies. I would assume maybe after the first one, you know, off of a snowmobile in Alaska, off of Shadow Moses Island, but...
Don't worry about me. Old soldiers never die.
Except for this one, maybe. Imagine that was like a glitch in the Matrix. We had face camo in real life, and then like you coughed and like your face went a little weird, and someone was like looking at you going like, "Did you just turn into an old man?" You're like, "No, not me." Like, oh, thought I saw something, but no.
I'm just an old killer. Hired to do some wet work.
What is wet work?
Fine. Then we'll just have to catch him. Before you do. I may have loved you once,
Just once.
but now you're just too damn senile to face the truth. Wake up and face reality. Old Snake.
That hurts. Burlaps. Morty. I love orange. You hurt my feelings, Meryl. Saved your life. I could have let you died on the, you know, just before the snowfield. Metal Gear 1. I was just trying to figure out, was that Johnny doing somersaults in the hallway? I think I've played this game, like gameplay-wise, for about 5 minutes at the very beginning of the stream, when I had to escape the mooing robots. It's been cutscenes since then for an hour. Not that I'm complaining. Gives me beautiful time to drink my beer.
Blacklist as well.
And Meryl was acting kind of strange.
Things are going to get hairy once the American suppression troops get here. We'd better get to Big Boss's corpse, and fast. But first, we've got to find Big Mama. Snake, let's go over what we know so far. The streets are under curfew. The only people you'll find out there now are PMC soldiers and members of the Resistance.
Yeah, I thought it looked a little too quiet to be a tourist attraction.
You don't say.
The Resistance members are scheduled to convene at Big Mama's hideout. So our best course of action is to follow their lead. When you find the Resistance, tail them. Let them lead.
So this sounds like the upcoming part I was talking about that sounds annoying.
Resistance.
The PMCs have laid a dragnet for Resistance members.
I gotta follow some guy to take me where I need to go, and then it's just gonna be crap.
By radio of any info collected during their searches. By intercepting those signals, you should be able to reach the Resistance members' locations in real time.
Intercept.
Did he just go to fix his glasses when he's not wearing glasses?
Device for just that purpose. To hijack PMC communications, open the item window.
I noticed these things.
Signal interceptor. The interceptor constantly monitors PMC voice and data transmissions. When you've got the signal interceptor equipped and you hear the PMC's chatter about the Resistance, check your map. It should display the location.
Got it.
All right, so I need the signal interceptor on.
We found a way to treat Raiden.
Really?
Yeah, we got in touch with Dr. Madnar. Naomi and Sonny
Awesome.
are on their way now.
They'll be all right.
So our ninja friend will be A-okay outside of Gray Fox.
It's a non-combat zone, so there won't be any checkpoints. There's even a dialysis machine. It'll take some time, but I think he'll be okay.
Glad to hear that.
Anyway, you need to hurry and make contact with Big Mama.
I got it.
If Liquid gets his hands on that corpse, it's all over. Follow the Resistance's lead.
Okay. I'm just gonna go grab another beer, because mine is empty, and Jordan doesn't stream with empty beverages. I'll be right back. All right, back with beverage. This one of a Canadian variety called Canada. Canadian. I'm drinking Canada. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. Something. There we go. It's just not the same when I don't know whether Wolf Slayer is here listening in on it, right? That's the problem. It's the best sound in the world right there, folks. Glug, glug, glug. Oh, God. That was almost spillage right there. Almost direct spillage. Signal interceptor. We got what we needed. When equipped, allows you to intercept. Right. So how far are we? Act 3, Lonely Deceased. We are just about to follow the PMCs to go find and make contact with Big Mama. Intercepting PMC radio traffic causes the map screen to display areas where resistance members are currently located. Okay. Morty. We got the...
Okay. First thing is to look for the Resistance. Either use your radar to pick up their trail, or intercept the PMC's radio communications to learn where Resistance members are most likely to be found.
Why do you say, oh no? Should I be worried? I'm not a fan of this spot coming up. At least they started me in a spot that'll make sense. So I'm assuming I'm okay to just walk. Yes, yes, I'm aware. I'm not a fan of this because there's a lot of like, oh, they noticed you and you have to start it over type of thing. So I know what we're getting into, and I'm hoping it's not going to be too difficult on Liquid easy, but... So I have to follow a young man without a mustache. Or does he have a mustache? I'm trying to see. Doesn't look like it.
You found a Resistance member. It's time to start tailing them.
Okay.
Get on it, Snake. The Interceptor has analyzed a PMC data transmission. It's marked the location of a Resistance member on your map.
Shouldn't be too bad, but it's just... And it's funny because I say this. Like, it's just weird of, like... It sort of takes away from what you've been doing the entire time in the game, right? Like, it's been action-packed, and... I know a lot of Metal Gear is about sneaking missions and whatnot, but it just is like, okay, you want me to follow this guy, but I can't do anything with him, right? And then the worst part, like, I can remember when I was playing this game, when it came out, was when you lose this guy. Like, so I'm not gonna go and really go off on my own to go searching for things. I'm just gonna try to stay on him as best as I can. And hopefully it doesn't take too long. Because I think those are the guys I have to get away from too, right? So I don't know if I can just put them to sleep or what.
Could be my imagination.
It is your imagination. I almost got caught by him early on. Are you deceased? Hopefully not deceased, right? Oh, I was like, who's he noticing? He's like, oh, he's noticing the guy that's been put to sleep. And I know they said, like, I could probably go this way and catch up with him. Or probably not. But I mean, like, I feel like if you just... keep an eye on him, we'll be okay.
Those resistance fighters can't advance because of the PMC troops. Isn't there something you can do to help, Snake?
What are you talking about? So he can or cannot see me, so you want me to do the work here. Are we kidding? Are we kidding me here? I'm okay working from home this week, enjoying the chilly air outside. It's actually beautiful outside, if albeit a little windy. But I'm sure we'll get dumped on with 8 bajillion things more of snow. Pay attention to me over here, sir. So, like, right there, like, if you weren't paying attention... Oh, it's like the opposite. It's like 15 degrees outside for me, not minus. If you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't have seen him go down that road.
Interceptor has analyzed a PMC data transmission. It's marked the location of a resistance member on your map.
So does that mean he's now, like... Thank you. I don't see anybody marked here. It just maybe it just says that he's in the area. I'm hoping I can do this flawlessly first time through. I guess that's the giveaway, right? Is the whistling. Is that him? You make it already that way? Is he peeing? I guess that's a hot load coming out right there. Gotta appreciate the, you know, the talent it takes to just whip it out, right? In the middle of Europe. Does it ever explain where we actually are in Europe? Yeah, you're free to go there, bud. I already put them to sleep. I want to say France, but that's probably wrong. It feels like it's like a Czechoslovakia type of thing, or something.
We have reports of an intruder. Checking it out. Transmitting relevant positional data over covert channel.
Great. Can you not?
The interceptor has analyzed a PMC data transmission. It's marked the location of a resistance member on your map.
Also, one of those rare instances where my lighting for my stream is coming in and it's a dark area. so it's hard to like gauge where things are. Who's being more sneakily here, him or me? Imagine he just blew his head off. Put him to sleep, maybe. Yeah, goddamn back issues. Seeing like he pulls a fast one on you. He goes to go that way and then he runs off that way. Why is he running? What is this, like Kevin like with Home Alone? Why is that kid running? Huh? Nobody knows. That kids are weird. And here, like, do I lose him? Like, see, like, you come into a new area, and I don't see where he is. Oh, Jesus, there he is. Of course, now we have a helicopter. I don't even know where this guy went now. Shit. There he is. Good. This is I think where it bothers me of like if you're paying too much attention to where like I know like maybe I shouldn't get too far ahead because he will wait if I'm correct, right? Like if he can get past somebody, he'll just sit there and go, oh, all right, well. He's like, how'd that guy just go to take the long nap? I know we're playing on an emulator, and I know we're getting a slightly upscaled resolution compared to what we are, but you can't still tell me this game does not look beautiful. Like, it looks fantastic. Why is his back hurting him so much right now? Because he's old. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I just hate that. Like, are you kidding me? Like, how did he just go in that area with that guy right there? Or is that him? Walking weird. That's gotta be him. He's whistling.
There's something fishy about that PMC trooper. Do you hear whistling?
I do hear whistling. I walk like a human walks. Is this Mark Zuckerberg? I gotta fit in. The bike helmet really does give it away. Oh, if I can remember this spot too, I think this is when they start to bring in tanks. So you gotta hide, but apparently they don't care about this guy, whether he hides or not. Russell Crowe over there having some fun with him. He's only Zuckerberg if he has sweet baby. Is that the thing with Zucks? Is that like, that's like, oh, what do humans like? Oh, they like sweet baby rays. Like, okay, I guess I have to like sweet baby rays. I mean, sweet baby rays is a hell of a barbecue sauce. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've got a couple bottles in my fridge myself, but he looks like a robot. He literally does. Like, there's something about Zuckerberg's face that it looks unhuman-like, right? I guess. Oh.
Snake, the location of a resistance member has been forwarded to your map. Check it out.
Did I put the wrong guy to sleep? Where did he go? Oh, shit. Is that him? He's walking weird.
The Interceptor has analyzed a PMC data transmission. It's marked the location of a resistance member on your map.
Is that him? Did I just put him for the long nap? And again, you keep mentioning that you've put him on my map. So he's in that area, but I don't know where. I think I put him to sleep. I don't see him. Shit. I think I put him to sleep. Don't know which one he is. Okay, do they all have a weird... No, he's the only one that's got that weird,
Get up. Get up. Get up.
Come on. I can't believe I put him to sleep. Oh god, do not come back this way. Maybe start whistling for me.
The interceptor has analyzed a PMC data transmission. It's marked the location of a resistance member on your map.
See, here's the thing, Hal. I can call you Hal. You're not really doing a good job of actually marking them on my map. You're just giving me a rough idea. And I'm not all for rough ideas. Someone played the thing, chocolate milk. How you doing, Lothars? No! Because. No. I'm gonna take it to work.
No, I'm gonna take it.
No, you're not. You better not take it.
Okay.
Do not.
Okay.
Do not. There
You
is
have the
cans.
little Pepsi.
No.
You can have the little Pepsi.
No.
That's not.
Doesn't matter. You can have it right now then.
I am having it right now.
Do not.
Have the other one. No.
I'm doing well, Lothars. I think I've just traded a 1 liter Pepsi for a 500 ml Pepsi in a terrible trade. I'm doing well. Yeah, chocolate milk. That was really loud. I like it when it's loud. People understand you then. It's good. How are you, my friend? Work day is either almost over for you or is long over. Nita wakes you. Usually that's a slap that wakes me. Something like that. Look at that sexy walk by Zuckerberg PMC. Another hour. I'm always one behind. That's coming, don't worry. I got my bev going. We're okay. Look at the shrubbery at the cafe bar. Did some like military coup happen here and there's some type of weird you know, curfew happening in this place? He hasn't whistled in a while. I honestly do not think this part was this long. Like I said, I do remember like tanks start coming in, so there is that aspect. We haven't gotten that. We're at about 10 minutes of gameplay and an hour of cutscenes at this point, so I don't know what you've missed, Lothars, but it's been fun. The Volkswagen bus. I really appreciate that I don't have to eat snakes in this one. It's okay. Oh, so he threw that away. Now he's back to being sexy man. I have tried shark. Which honestly was not terrible, but I would not go out of my way to eat a snake. I know, you know what's funny though, like with stuff like that, of like, I know everyone has the saying of like, tastes like chicken. It relatively is correct for a lot of things like that. That's enough cold weather outside. I'm ready to be warm. Are you coming inside now? Like, were you watching me? I've had Bunny. Bunny's good. Don't tell anybody in here. I've had my door open. I live in a small part. Okay, like, was it too hot, too cold? Hey, where'd you get that thing? Sent away. Hey, you and me both, lonely deceased.
Who's there?
Apartment living for the win.
Big Mama.
I thought I remembered something with tanks. Maybe it was like afterwards.
I didn't hear him coming at all. He's gotta be the one. Yeah.
I like wearing warm clothes, but it got too stuffy, so I opened the door, and then it got too cold. It's tough to find that middle of the road comfortableness. Clothes are overrated, but I have to wear them. Lothars is probably not wearing pants, though, right now. I can't blame him. If you work from home, and basically you don't need to see... Like, how do you know I have pants on, right? You don't know, but... Daughter is home, so I wear... Oh, okay. But she's not okay with dad just not wearing pants everywhere? I guess you don't want to have that be something that gets back to the school or something, right? Yeah, my dad walks around pantless.
He is the legendary soldier. Call me Mama. Big Mama.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't this the woman at the end of Metal Gear Solid 2? Or is it a different person?
I need to talk to you.
Oh, I'm with you, deceased. Three. I'm with you. I like having a hat on. I don't wear a headset too often. When I do, I like to have a hat on. It bothers me. I don't like headsets, if you can't tell.
I am your mother.
What?
Yeah, is this the woman that was at the end of Metal Gear 3? Or no?
You can't.
I thought we beat her up and she exploded, but...
Not even a clone.
Oh, okay.
A woman's body to give it life.
You mean a surrogate mother?
That's an awfully cold way to put it. I am your mother. I gave birth for the Patriots.
Not boss who you CCQ'd then. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's who I was getting a weird... Yeah, that's right. We shot her in the face. In the face, not just necessarily in the head.
The forbidden fruit. Appropriate.
Thank God. If I wasn't around with chat here, we would never know who these people are.
Follow me. I'll explain everything.
But Eve, the chick that was on the motorcycle all the time, that woman, right? She is.
The man who wants me dead is Liquid, your twin.
Motorcycle lady. There we go.
I know him, but I know him better. He was once Ocelot, but Liquid...
So she bumped uglies with
and now he's locked in a
Snake Eater Snake.
Zero.
And then made this snake? Is that how that went?
Found her. When did this happen?
40 years ago. During the Cold War, when the United
It's a really wonderful looking church right there. Maybe they're not even the same people. I don't know.
It was in that chaotic...
As if this game was supposed to make any sense at all for people.
And I played my part.
Logie, have some juice, please.
One of the
Logie,
founding
juice.
members.
Hey,
You.
juice.
Zero created
Juice.
the Patriots to manage and control the American state. That control endured long after the Cold War ended. The organization...
I you know what? I heard Lothar's has something very similar painted on his bedroom ceiling for, you know, intimate times.
The war economy. They gave rise to the Sons of the Patriot system. I am partly to blame. I bear some.
The one that Wolf Slayer and Chelsea Ann have is far more
It was right
X-rated.
after you met your father, Big Boss.
Original Snake, Naked Snake from Metal Gear Solid 3. Bump Dog was when birthed the 3 clones, Les Enfants Terribles, Liquid Solid, and Solid. So, okay, so that's... I was right then.
A new weapon the Soviets were developing at the time. My mission was
Okay.
to support a certain agent.
Who's expecting Metal Gear Solid stories to make sense?
But I knew him as...
Oh, she's actually probably just going to tell me this now, right? Naked Snake.
That was his code name at the time.
Maybe if I shut up, they'll actually tell me the story.
His son. The commander of this mission was a man called Zero, the head of Special Forces Unit Fox. Back then, I was working as a double agent for the Chinese. My objective was to secure the location of the philosopher's legacy, a massive cache of hidden wealth, and report it to Beijing. I was to acquire a microfilm showing the location of secret funds.
Kind of like when your kids ask you what's happening in the movie you've seen, and you're like, why don't you just keep watching? It's just like in the Trails game. Play Trails to find out. Eventually, you will get the answer.
From the snake, and was cast out of Eden. After years on the run, I ended up in Hanoi. That's where I met him again. It was around then that Zero used the massive funds contained in...
Yeah, because she took off on us in the cottage at the end of Metal Gear 3.
Which would carry out the final wishes of...
And she left like a little tape and everything.
The initial membership consisted of Big Boss, Sigint, Paramedic, and their commander, Zero.
It was such a good game, though, too.
Mustn't forget. He stayed behind in the Soviet Union to support the group as an informant. Ocelot.
They're all good games, I guess.
After your father rescued...
And because she didn't have the real legacy, she had to keep running. Right. Yes.
Zero's goal was to achieve a unity of thought and awareness. He believed that was what the boss wanted, and the rest of the Patriots followed his lead.
The boss?
The boss was a legendary hero from the Second World War, known as the Mother of Special Forces. She had an almost overwhelming charisma about her. The CIA feared this.
I like the little look of all of this, too.
If she had survived, the world of the 21st century might have been a very different place.
Such a real piece of shit.
It was what drove us to create this organization, to be closer to that spirit. Zero decided that in order to lead the people, we needed a special kind of icon. So we turned to Big Boss, the last son of the boss. He shared more of her life than anyone else. It was Big Boss, the true heir to her legacy, who was best suited to play this role. Zero elevated Big Boss, the hero who saved the world, to the status of an idol. The truth behind Big Boss became riddled with exaggeration, misrepresentation, and outright lies.
I love how we just went right back to our sneaking suit from the numerous other costumes we've had. Those things look like they're bolted on.
Needs its symbols to control the people, whether it be the stars and stripes, or the hammer and sickle.
I think it's roughly mentioned it is keeping him alive. I mean, on top of the nano machines, obviously.
Politics changed. So too did Zero.
Probably constantly injecting him with vitamin C.
His own lust for power, sparking friction between him and Big Boss, who resented playing the puppet. With Big Boss drifting away,
Are you all done?
Zero realized he would need
It went off?
something that would perpetuate the existence
Maybe you, maybe it's maybe it needs to be charged.
on a new project.
We'll give it to Mummy.
Les Enfants Terribles.
Can't use it anymore.
Its goal was to create a clone of Big Boss.
It's up there. It's over.
The project was
We'll give it to Mummy. She's got to plug it in.
known at the time as Paramedic.
It's dead.
After dozens of failures,
Yeah, there's no more batteries.
miraculously succeeded
Okay,
in
go
producing
give it to Mummy to plug it in.
the egg used in the successful
We'll give it to Mummy.
industrialization came from Dr. Clark's
Yeah, there's nothing you can do, bud.
Japanese woman.
Blood from the east flows within your veins.
Give birth
That's
to
a
Big
camera.
Boss. To realize this, I asked asked
Yeah,
to
we'll give it to
serve
Mommy.
as the surrogate mother, and was more than happy to carry you in my
Show
womb.
mommy this.
Okay.
9 months later,
Yep,
I
sure,
gave
it's
birth to
dead.
2 big bosses, you and Liquid.
Yeah, the battery's dead.
It didn't matter that you were clones or that they had manipulated your DNA.
Is there rumors still going around of a Metal Gear? I'm hearing Metal Gear Solid being remade. I'm hearing that rumor. It gets stronger every once in a while. I thought it was like the people who did the Demon Souls remake were working on it.
Created his
Blue
own
something.
company and drifted around the world. I'm sorry. Your father never wanted you. Human life.
Well, nobody likes to hear those words.
I knew that,
Gotta be charged.
after Big Boss left, Zero
Okay.
really lost control.
Want Molang?
What he wanted was an orderly world, one governed by rules. His fortune grew through countless wars, and his words influenced decision-making all the way up to the Oval Office. As the world saw the rise of digital technology,
They're still going around Hideo making vague hints like, Luno, maybe. But I don't think Hideo would be involved in it in any way, shape, or form, right? I mean, I don't know if they have to get his okay, and he doesn't owe the IP, so...
entire nations from the shadows. And before we knew it, the Patriots
But I still feel like his name is going to be thrown into it.
started bringing an entire planet under their control.
I think that's the end goal. I hope so too. We're in the remake era, right? Like everyone's afraid of making new games because they'll fail, and it's a lot of money if you spend a lot on a game and it fails. So like, why not throw out a feeler to see if people are still interested in this type of stuff and go like, hey, this is where Hideo Kojima got all of his, his beginnings, and people are gonna pick it up and it looks new to the new systems and whatnot. People sign up for that all day.
Their intentions
Wait,
were fair, but
we were talking about that earlier. They remade Zone of the Enders?
Zero developed weapons.
Go tell mommy.
My honey, Dad.
Okay, go tell mommy. She'll get you
Daddy,
something.
Daddy, Daddy.
What do I gotta get you?
He was obsessed with controlling awareness.
Go tell mommy to get you Lucky Charms.
Daddy's the...
I'm not getting you Lucky Charms.
I cannot imagine.
Wow, I never knew.
Lucky Charm, Daddy.
They both misinterpreted.
See, why would they not do a remaster of Metal Gear 1? I don't understand. Like the one that truly needs it, everyone's favorite, I think.
Drove them apart. So began the war between Zero and Big Boss.
Okay, I'll get you stuff, but why do you have to always do this during...
Lucky Charms.
Okay.
Each striving to
Lucky
realize the process
Charms.
with.
Did you poop?
No.
Did you poop?
Everything you see
No.
today stems from their core.
Okay, I'll get some for you.
Differences in race, in religion.
Is there poop? No poop.
This war they've caused is
I mean, because twins... Yeah, but like, what was that?
Lucky Charm.
What was that, GameCube? Like...
Lucky Charm.
Okay, I'll get you some. Ow!
Left of the boss's noble will in their struggle. All that remained was Big Boss returned
Oh, you need your nails cut.
and once again assumed command of Fox. In outer
Let me see your nails.
and then Zanzibar land.
Nails.
Big Boss plotted coup d'etat against Zero. But you, Solid Snake, his
Tiny.
own clone, foiled his efforts both
They're
times.
tiny.
They're tiny?
Big Boss
No.
and Gray Fox,
Tiny?
Frankie,
No.
were left near
It's
death.
not.
Zero
Oh.
recovered their bodies.
Oh.
Frank Yeager's entire body was
Does
reconstructed
anyone know if I can pause cutscenes?
as the silent ninja.
Oh, you cut me.
I want the Lucky Charm.
Okay, just wait.
No, come on.
For Zero, more than anyone.
Thank God. We are back. Okay, go.
Go, go. Go, 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 go.
I get up for 2 seconds, and a cat jumps in my seat. Didn't have an opportunity to. Yeah. Now I feel bad that I move him. What's that, buddy? Yeah, I gotta move Charlie. Of course,
Why?
he's not gonna be pleased about this. Come on. Oh, this is Charlie. He used to take up time in front of my camera. He's now a really big kitty. Hey, you want to go back in front of the camera? He's like, why on earth are you putting me in front of these people? You want to go sit up there? So if he does take up in front of here, takes up this, just live with it, people. You probably don't do this because you have a family, but have you ever just seen how long you can go without eating? You're talking to a person who generally eats once a day, lonely deceased. It's weird. I think I talked about this before on stream. It's funny because, you'll see like during streams when I'm alone with my son, I make sure he wakes me up in the morning, he gets his breakfast, he's taken care of. More than an opportune time for me to take breakfast, never do. I'll have a coffee, I guess. And then I'll start the stream up, and then I'll take a break, and I'll feed him his lunch. Again, an opportunity for me to eat lunch. I don't. This is usually my lunch, a liquid beer or whatever. I usually, like, most of my honest meals are dinner. And there might be snacking later on at night or whatever, but, like, I usually eat one meal a day. To be honest, I've never like tested out how long I go without eating. Like, I mean, I haven't gone like 72 hours without eating type of thing. That's just crazy. But it is weird of like, in my mind, I take care of my son, but it sounds weird of like I don't take care of myself. Like, in that essence, I mean, I'm not hungry. Like, I'm not like I haven't eaten all day, so I don't like feel hungry. And I know like dinner's happening, and I could get up and get something to eat or whatever, but I just don't. I don't know.
Sounds almost.
Yeah, like, you know what? Lonely Deceased. Am I hungry? Yeah, I'll just have some beer. Right? That's it. That's honestly it. The only time I actually probably get a solid meal or two in is honestly like a day I'm working. Because I'll always eat lunch at work, and then I'll usually have like a breakfast or dinner at after work or whatever, right? So there's always that, right? So, but like when I'm home by myself, I don't know, bud. I'll fix it. There you go. Yeah, well, exactly, right? There's yeast and flour in here, barley. Those are good things, right? Right.
For Big Boss. He idolized him.
All right, let's try a different episode. I don't know why that one's not working. I always appreciate Lothar's looking through
His body
on other things like that.
Thoughts and spirit. He may be Ocelot in physical form, but his mind is liquid.
Wonder why that's not working. Do another show about Masha the Bear?
And then
Como?
someone
Como?
appeared to help me.
Riding.
You want Como?
It was when I met him that I finally discovered the location of Big Boss.
Which one? Pat Como?
It was in the data.
You have to get up and show me, bud. You have to show me. Show me. Which one? This one? This. Yeah, I'll start it over. I try to make breakfast every. Like, I've been doing a much better job. Again, I did start it over. I did start it over. I did. Like episode 1? This one? This one? Like, I've been starting to do better. Like, I usually never like brought a coffee to work. I've started to do like bring a bagel to work type of thing. So like, I'm at work for 12 hours, so it makes sense to, obviously make sure, but I'm never a full breakfast, usually on like outside of weekends or whatever. When you drank heavily, I would avoid eating like the plague so I wouldn't lose my buzz. That sounds great.
Together, he and I
Oh, it sounds funny. I mean, I'm not joking at your when you're trying to get a buzz on, but
Why did Zero keep him alive?
People need heroes. Zero wanted to create a messiah.
Like get home from the bar at 3 a.m. Okay, now I can eat. Nothing wrong with that. You know, having some cold pizza or something. I hate cold pizza, but I'm just speaking for a, you know, for a reference.
Is it here?
Boy, my son really needs his nails cut. Like he like ripped my face apart. What are we keeping a body on ice in here or what?
This is his Pyx.
So,
his holy ark.
Who is in this van? Is this Naked Snake that's in the van? I don't know how to answer this question. Okay. That's fair. Isn't it Meryl? Well, I know he has like a half a body in here or something. Oh, when I ask stuff like that, that's more than fine. Deceased. When I'm asking questions out loud, if someone answers, I'm not mad. I'm not man versus game.
His body is alive, but his consciousness is locked away by nanomachines. So technically speaking, he's not really brain dead.
I've thought about removing that tag.
To inherit the same sins that corrupted Zero. Manipulating people's minds.
Just because you're not the only one that's ever said that. I believe it's a deep fake. Fair enough. Deep fake of Tom Cruise.
Otacon.
Snake, it's Naomi.
What happened?
She's gone. She's not in the Nomad anymore.
When?
Less than an hour ago. She disappeared right
Am I missing something? Isn't the Nomad still flying around? How does someone just go missing? You were bumping uglies.
Naomi said it herself. The experiment can't succeed without her.
You think she went back to Liquid?
What about Raiden?
What was that?
We managed to get our hands on a dialysis machine.
That guy has got a strut on.
Started him on dialysis and treatment for his wounds.
I try very hard not to spoil backseat. It's like chat etiquette, same as bar etiquette, mosh pit etiquette. To be fair though, when I ask questions out like this, we talked on this about on the other game. When I ask questions out loud like that, don't feel bad to answer. I'm not one of those weird people of like, oh, I'm just talking out loud and I don't really want the answer. No, when I ask, I want the answer. Legitimately.
Move!
I can see why it bothers people. I would say it bothers me more when I'm in a chat and someone talks out loud like that, asking questions, but then, you know, so people in chat answer and then get banned. And then their mods seem like, oh, well, like the streamer does that. They talk out loud, but they didn't really want the answer, even though they did question themselves 1,000 times. Like, no, like you can't deal with people like that. You can't deal with people like that. I'm sorry. I know each streamer is different and not everyone is very open like I am, but oh, it bothers me. Like, I know it's human nature to think out loud like that, but it's very bad. Like, don't be banning people. I don't know. I've been in a lot of streams where they've done that. I'm the specialist. Hey, you want your sweater off? No. You take your sweater off. Come on. No. Yes, and take it off. It's warm. Here. Put your hands up. Take it off. Your Batman sweater off?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, you still have your shirt on.
We going to Nanny's?
Not today. Tomorrow.
Going to Nanny's.
What are you gonna do at Nanny's?
Yeah.
You're probably gonna play games.
No, boxing did they work?
Probably.
And it didn't work.
It worked?
No.
Oh, it didn't work?
No.
Why didn't it work?
I guess there's, okay.
It didn't work?
No.
Hold on. Let Daddy do it. You're getting all ahead of yourself. Your ears. You get it? There you go. Okay. No, like I've been in a lot of streams where like people do that talk out loud of like, oh, what do I do here? And then someone answers in stream, and because they're new and because they're popular, and then they're like, oh, sorry, I didn't know, because you don't really like. I don't like when you go into a stream and someone has like, I don't like even the big rule sets that people have. You know when you first go to a stream and you hit the chat thing and you get a laundry list of my rules? What do you get when you come into my stream? Just be yourself, man. That's it. And I feel like you can't overwhelm people with a lot of rules. Like, I get it. It's your channel, blah, blah, blah. It's not really your channel. It's Twitch's channel. But I'm just saying a lot of, like, just really mindful of, like, people are going to come in because you're playing a game, or maybe you got your tits hanging out or whatever. But, like, that'd be my take of, like, if you want to have that type of rule set, I really think maybe put on a follower wait mode of, like, a half an hour. So that way, if someone wants to talk, they hit that follow button, they wait for 30 minutes, and then they can get a vibe of the channel. And maybe in that 30 minutes that they're waiting to speak their mind, you know, maybe it's mentioned of like, hey, maybe don't backseat, maybe don't do this, maybe don't, because people don't pay attention to the labels or the tags. Sometimes people don't care about those. Sometimes people will put up like an announcement, like a pinned message. People don't read those all the time, especially when people are on mobile. It's very hard to see. So like, it's just a lot of those things of where like, look, just don't, you can't, I'm just like, it's far better to be open to these things. I mean, I don't want to have a story ruined, but I mean, like, I just want people to have a good time. Like, I'm very much more so of like having a good time as opposed to ruining things. Jeez. Your Discord has 2 rules. Don't be a dick and try to have fun. Can I be a fun dick, though? Is that a possibility?
They've found us. We're moving out.
That's a nice revolver. Yeah, a fun dick is fine. Especially when it's attached, right? Do the helicopter dick?
They're sending in Gecko. They'll be on you in less than 5 minutes.
Are they ready?
I feel like Lonely Deceased can do a really good helicopter dick.
Get it ready. Hurry.
It's not a dick to be a dick, right? Yeah, exactly.
We've got decoy vans set to draw some of our pursuers away.
She brought her motorcycle back. I don't use a towel, it's just how I dry off.
All of these children were orphans. They work in arms factories. And when they grow up, they want to join a PMC. They seek revenge on other companies, PMCs that killed their parents, and use their earnings to support their younger siblings.
I mean, I'm starting to believe maybe we are in France. A lot of berets are being worn here.
Nowadays, anyone with a computer can get combat training. The FPS games that these children love are distributed for free by these companies.
I can't even see what they want me to like flash back to there for a hot minute.
It's so easy for them to get them.
That guy's wearing a COVID mask, not covering his nose.
They're in the PMCs holding real guns. These kids end up fighting in proxy wars that...
How much did Triumph pay to get their motorcycles in this game?
They think it's cool to fight like this. They think that combat is life.
Nice mask etiquette, noob, right?
After all, for them, it's only a game.
Hey, look, I've been playing a non-lethal up until this point, and now you just hand me a weapon, even though I've killed 7 people.
Unless we stop the Patriot system, the cycle will go unbroken.
Am I riding bitch again? I'm only a dick to your stream, right? And you know what? I don't appreciate... No, I do appreciate. I appreciate anyone coming on into the stream. I don't care if you're a dick or not. It's just the way you are, Lothars, and I don't want you to change your ways. I'm gonna ask the people I like, you don't say.
Oil and biofuel have become as precious as diamonds. It's been a while since I went out for a ride.
Are you sure about this?
I only get off my bike when I fall in love.
You think so, Lonely? Are you talking about the sound, I assume?
Big Mama.
Call me Eva.
Know how it looks. Oh, I'm not too familiar with bikes, so I mean, it doesn't look too terrible, but I'm sure it's missing some small details that I should be wary of. Look, they have a little bit of the old and a little bit of the new. What about the van? What about the van company? Are they going to be mad about the disservice that they did to the Chevy Safari there? Or the Dodge 350 or whatever the hell they would be called?
Here we go.
Clearly an Econoline E350 Super Diesel. You got a light submachine gun. Ready it with that. So am I just murdering these people or what? I actually low-key love these boxy vans. It's funny how the world has gone from those boxy vans to those new, like, Mercedes makes them. And I think Dodge does, like those Sprinter vans. I kind of hit a point where I try to be nice to everyone, but if someone wrongs me, I'd have no issues running them over.
We have to keep Big Boss's body out of enemy.
Just don't get in Lothar's way, apparently. He will run you over. That gecko just kicked that Econoline 350. Nobody seemed to care.
We've got Gecko!
Ow. Is this even at the point where I even have to do anything? I'm honestly gonna try something here of like, I don't want to kill anybody. I'll shoot the gecko. I think I shot that guy by accident. But like, I wonder if it just, okay. I feel vengeful anymore and it's not good. What's wrong with feeling vengeful? Like, you know, you've been in this stream for a long time, Lothars. Even yourself, Lonely Deceased, you've been here for a while. Like, you know what you're getting into when you go into a stream. I feel like it's hard to go into new streams, especially like something that's really out of your I'm trying to think of, like, if you went into a Trails, like, I just know myself from playing, like, RPGs. I know that you can't just go into them and start spoiling shit. People don't like to be backseated, but we've talked about different takes of people like Jeff, like Neil Matter, like DJ. Everyone has a different take on how they want to approach a stream, and I feel like there has to be a level of respect for it, obviously. But at the same time, you know, what else can you really do, right? I hate to sound like an astrology chick, but you know the vibe is where you feel it is one of those places. Oh, am I supposed to be shooting these people? Probably. How about I just make it cool and look like we're diving over everything? That van just ran over everybody. How dare they? Wait, Lonely Deceased, are you a chick? Or are you a I need to maybe just change my ways here. I always assumed you were a man. Oh, God. No, I helicopter daily. Okay, we're just making sure here. Can you imagine I was that wrong?
Enemy dead ahead.
And I love your sense of humor. I helicopter daily. How dare you even think that? Is this just a cinematic just playing out? Do I even have to shoot anybody? I just picture you like going into your bathroom every morning. You know, got a little bit of the morning wood rocking. And you just go, woo! You know, I'm doing the helicopter. Well, yeah, the van we find this ain't E extreme. Yeah. Let's enjoy it for what it is, right? Uh-oh. Look, the PMCs were okay, but we're sending in some bosses here. How many of these bosses have we taken down? Just Decoy Octopus, right? We've been separated from the van. That is not good.
More incoming! I've got bad news. The decoy vans have all bitten the dust, which means the enemy will be focusing on you now. I just need you to hold them off a little longer.
Have you tried aiming the gun?
Have I tried aiming? Once. Oh, yeah, I was like, you want me to aim here? Even if I had a lethal gun, like I wouldn't be hitting them.
Oh, for Pete's sake! Enemy dead ahead!
Like, why even bother shooting them? Honestly. On easy mode, this is like in Mario Kart when everything is just done for you. You hand the controller to your little brother or sister and, you know, let them play even though they know they're not playing anything, right? Am I even taking damage here? Oh, I think I hit one there. Oh, God.
Snake, are you okay?
I'm fine. I haven't taken any damage. I shot that guy in the penis, though. You think he'll be okay? I love how we just drive past them. Like, why does it matter? Oh, got me right in the nipple. Hate when that happens. You're fine? Thank God. I love how we're just racing through the streets of Europe, and you know, not a single piece of body armor is worn by Big Mama, but she'll be fine. A little wheelie action, sure. Did we? Did we lose them? Until some gecko just stops right in front of us, we go head over heels and dead. I think that van's gonna make it now. Ah, we're fine. Just like in the movies.
Are you okay?
Oh, did she land on a tree branch again?
Big Mama, come on.
Where did she hit this time? Same thing. Piece of rebar this time.
Eva, I need you.
Is that you? Snake. Mother's work, isn't it?
Eva's got a bad habit of landing on stuff after falling from a bike. Who's just leaving like rebar and branches just out of there like every time?
Big Mama.
You know, in all this driving, I haven't even seen a hospital.
Where's the van?
Over there.
She still took time out of her day to do the eyeshadow.
The children.
We gonna check that van and see if that body's still in there, or... he's okay. He's just sleeping. My nipples are bleeding. Let's put some band-aids on it. You'll be fine. 78. Is that how old she is? 78 years old? Boy, she is looking banging for a 78-year-old woman. I still would. Still would. Would you take turns with me, Lonely?
You stay here.
Lothars, you want in on this? Make it a foursome? I mean, you already don't wear pants half the time.
Here. Take this.
I knocked the dust off those.
Come back in one piece.
Oh God!
Promise.
Tell you what, Lonely, we'll high five each other while we're doing it, okay? Make sure our tips don't touch. Sounds like a plan, no sort. Exactly, right? I was already way ahead of you with that one. Way ahead. Glad we're on the same page here. Do we have another boss fight just out of nowhere? You hand me the controller after 2 hours of gameplay. Like I said, this has been all cutscenes. I played 5 minutes at the beginning of the stream, and Morty, it's been like an hour and 50 minutes of cutscenes. I'm loving it. But you can't expect me to just run into a boss fight. That door looked like the Final Fantasy VII Remake door. Remember, like, Cloud's apartment? Everyone was losing their mind. Didn't look very good. Hey, Snake, I hear if you hold your gun sideways, you look super cool and you get all those cool points. Oh god, I dropped my EpiPen. There goes that adrenaline. Yeah, it's the inconsistency I don't like, right? And it's funny because so many other things just look so good and detailed, right? Like, of all the things you decided to skimp on was the door and the door handle? Right? Like...
Give me your anger, Snake! Let it boil to the surface!
The Raging Raven.
Flow freely! Anger begets anger! Come on!
Alright, Iron Man, just relax. Those Swiss rolls are mine. What is your favorite, like, little snack like that? I mean, like, I feel like you can't go wrong with a passion flake, a Joe Louis, a Twinkie, or a, what's the other one? A Half Moon? Those are like those 4 guaranteed snacks that you got as a kid, I still buy as an adult. You're just not getting away from me with them. Anything down here? Nope. Like a classic 90s ding-dong wrapped in foil. Sure. Jesus. Care about Eastern European churches anymore. Hey, look, some more iPod music. The Essence of Vince McMahon from Metal Gear Acid. Were those games ever any good? Or a Choco Dial, if you could find. I don't know. I don't think I've ever come across a Choco Dial. If you might, one of those Hostess fruit pies that superheroes used to sell us in comics, yeah. Let me put back on my scary face camouflage. Do we do that? I feel like we go young with bandana, right? Chocolate Owl is just a chocolate-covered Twinkie. We don't have a lot, like Lothar's can agree. We don't have all of those all the time in Canada. Like, you know, outside those main 4 that I just talked about, we don't get really everything, but I don't even know if that, like, hit him. Ah, Canada, yeah, because I don't know if you others mentioned. Yeah, exactly. If anyone's got any hints for this fight, like I would like to do the non-lethal approach, but I don't know how to approach it. Sounds like Harry Potter candies to me. You gotta be careful mentioning the Harry Potter thing nowadays, right? With that new game coming out, everyone's losing their mind of like, you can't play that game, you can't have any fun. I feel bad for people who just want to play that game and have fun and stream it, and everyone's just coming on and like, you hate trans people. Like, no, I just like Harry Potter. Like, is that something wrong, or? Yeah, people. Yeah, I don't like that. Like, there's a lot of people who are playing that just because they love the wizard stuff and everything, and I feel like they're getting an unfair shake, unfortunately. I mean, we have this. Oh, how dare they? They got rid of the weapon off of me. I do have a sniper rifle anesthesiologist weapon. I've seen friends play it. I want to play it. It looks fun. It does look fun. Like, even as someone who isn't really into Harry Potter. There still is like a level of interest to it. Like, John Wayne kind of sucked, but I kind of enjoyed some of the movies. Okay, Logie, can we take this stuff off of Daddy's desk? Yes.
No.
Yes. How about Mommy Daddy's room? Play with Mommy Daddy's room?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be right back. Oh, jeez. Got it. Go on. I was gonna be right back. I'm just gonna go take a quick pee, but I didn't want to like be gone for a long time. Just noticed Sunny typing away on the pause screen. Oh, yeah. There she is. I'll be right back. Right, turned a light on. Everything's bright now. You know what I haven't thought about of like we haven't looked at like any of the weapons that we've taken in. We have a lot of Drebin points. Like I'm sitting here thinking like, what do we have weapon-wise that's in blue? I was gonna say red. Red is not the weapon we want. Okay, so we don't have anything. Now, do we have anything at the Drebin shop to maybe buy? Yes, we have the stuff. So maybe... Yeah, I like it too. I'm starting to think, like, maybe I gotta start using, like, maybe the stun grenade would be something good to use. You know, throw a Playboy magazine at her, sure. I don't know. We have a master key. I remember getting that. Apparently there's a... Okay. I absolutely remember picking up a master key. But I don't see like a... I don't see it. The machine guns, rifles, explosives, etc., bullets, custom parts. Am I missing something here? Like there's that. Like it says a master key. I assume if they're grayed out, compatible with, we have a twin barrel and a master key. Do I not have it? You're on the right path, V-Rings and Mosin, I think. Yeah, like just trying to... I could have sworn we've been picking up master keys and whatnot. Okay. Now, I mean, we have this one. Like this is a lot of bigger, a bigger weapon. Obviously, I mean, we can do some damage with this. And then we get dummied like that. It does take a fair amount, so I'll... This might actually be the one we want to just rock with. It's got enough oomph to it. Thinking maybe we just want to probably throw like a stun grenade, maybe just have it available to us. Oh, they're weapons? How dare you? Explosives. Wait, are those all I can hold? I use the Mosin from Metal Gear Solid 3 when fighting the boss. It's a cheese method, but it works. I mean, it's not like I'm beyond cheese in these games, but like, just to be honest, like, does it matter at this point? Like, honestly? mean, quite frankly, it sounds like I just need to almost invite them into the place where I am and then just shoot them. Did you not just crash in here and then you left? I don't think it matters. Vin Diesel said it best, Fast and the Furious, winning is winning. Did he say that? Can we quote him on that? Sounds like we can. And something about family, I think. It's another fair one. Ah. Can you like not do that? Yeah, that's my face right. I think I want to be out and about like here. This seems like the good angle. Although maybe if they just keep blowing this place up, eventually there won't even be any more of this church left, so. Yeah, like we got them halfway done, right? I had to figure out for a year there how to throw that, so that shows my expertise in this game. Oh, I guess I should probably be relatively careful of not falling off the edge, maybe? High-key love the first thing. Yeah, I do too. I like all of them. I haven't seen probably like 7. But they're good movies. They're good. There's nothing wrong with them. I know I love like that The Rock and Vin Diesel get mad at each other.
We're not gonna last.
Monica! You know, remember, was it Ja Rule that was in that one there? What does this guy have, like, left shot-wise? Like, ration. Stores life and psych when eaten. There we go. You can, like, hear them, like, breathing. Sounds like we're having some sex up here. Your problem, you didn't win. Ja Rule's potential love interest, right? You can swear in here, Lonely Deceased. Do not feel bad about mentioning swear words. When I'm saying penis every 6 seconds, what makes you think that you're not allowed to swear? Not that word, though. What word would I not be? Oh, okay. There is one word that I probably won't say. Yes, you are not wrong. Does it maybe start with an N, perhaps? It's like Stan Marsh maybe wanted to say it. You know? Yeah, it might be. Maybe. Okay, yeah. Thank you for holding off on that. My brain wasn't really working there at the beginning there. But do I like need this person to see me? Funny, like all of these boss fights, especially even like when we're fighting Decoy Octopus. I couldn't like it took forever. I also would have helped if I would have like actually hit the enemy with like one shot away. Spamming stun grenades might be your best bet. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I think once we switched to the sniper rifle there, just to take a load of damage off. That's why I was looking to see that Master Key shotgun. But, I think we did her.
You bastards. I'll never forgive you. Never. I can feel the anger building up inside. Eating away at me.
Yeah, GG's. Yeah, it went well. I like younger Snake. Reminds me of a young me. An old me. Isn't the thing with them, they're all women, right? Decoy Octopus was a woman. Raven. There was like a cheetah or something chasing around. This game has the least memorable bosses. It's just they're all copies, right? Of something else. Like there was the octopus, there's the mantis one. Number one still had the most memorable, in my opinion. Psycho Mantis, Vulcan Raven. Well known, but he wanted those girls to be nude. Yeah, he'll basically just get to every point of like, how can I make them nude without actually like having to worry about an AO rating?
This cage. I don't need these wings. I don't need this range.
Hello. These skin suits leave a little bit to the imagination, especially the octopus lady, right? Hey, even she, you know, she's hitting all the right notes there for us. A little dance and a twirl for us there. Hey, nice bum. Where are you from? I think Oreo is behind the TV, bud.
Out of her suit. Watch out. She's gonna...
I'd love that you have those as emotes. And then they turn to stone. Feel free to masturbate on that bum. Just don't get it in the hair. I hear they hate that. Just curl up in that fetal position and call it a day. Yeah, that's a nice bum. Gotta say. What do we get? So, like, for every lethal kill, or non-lethal kill, sorry, you get something from them. Like, so we got the face camel from the one. Do we get the, this weapon from that one? Pretty nice. 10 out of 10 would run my Hot Wheels over that butt. Another one of those weird things with the emulator. Not every codec has voice, unfortunately. It's just one of those weird things. Drebin was working before, but that's unfortunate. And we got ourselves a souvenir. A grenade launcher. Nice. It's a real user-friendly weapon. Yeah, you get the dolls for each non. Wait, what do you mean the dolls? I don't remember picking up no dolls. Not much use to me without an ID, though. I'll launder this one free of charge. Because now that's 2 bosses we've non-lethally killed. What's the catch? Only that you give it to me when you're done with it. That sounds okay with me. But a weapon with that many decades of rage stored up inside it, now that's a collector's item. How old was she? I'd say about 20. But she had years of soldier's rage hidden away in that youthful body of hers. Yeah, the soldiers of Ake, captured by one side or another, kept caged up like an animal along with God knows how many other kids. It's unknown whether her captors, Morty, were with the government or the rebels. In any case, they got their kicks. Constant barrage, the battlefield rage, it built up. I'm not sure if it's shown, but you kill all 5 non-lethally, you get the solar gun on New Game Plus. Okay. The kids tried to keep each other's spirits up, always clinging to the hope that someone would come to their rescue, barely surviving off for scraps of food, but the soldiers didn't stop. Act 3 at the very top of the tower when the player fights the beauty form of Raging Raven, Sea Laughing Octopus. They called the kids parasites and shit-eating ravens. Beat them even harder. Then one morning, the soldiers just up and left, leaving the surviving kids to be eaten alive by the birds, almost like one of them sky burials. One by one, their bodies were picked apart by ravens' beaks until finally the flock came for her. But by some miracle, their beaks cut her bonds instead, and like that, she was liberated. In that instance, she was filled with an uncontrollable rage, and it smothered her soul. She ripped the ravens pecking at her to pieces and then went after the soldiers. And when she finally caught up with them, she waited until nightfall like a hunter awaiting its prey. They say that when a raven cries, a man dies. And that's exactly what happened that night. Screeching and cawing, she killed every last living being in that camp, both the soldiers and the civilians they enslaved. In her eyes, There was no longer a difference. So if you didn't pick up the dolls the past 2 acts, no solar gun on this run. Is there somewhere to see where the doll would be? The cruelty her friends had suffered, the pain and humiliation she endured, hers was the distillation of the rage that decades of war had imparted on those soldiers. It was her strength and her greatest weakness. You got something else, Snake. You managed to cleanse Raven of her rage. You're the seat of war. In fact, I might even see you be war itself. Revan. Maybe it's still a little too early to tell. In your inventory, not sure. Check the top of this building and see if you can find it there after. Yeah, because like where Decoy Octopus was, it was a pretty narrow area. It was just like the doctor's office, like where we got the face camo. But I didn't like really search anywhere else to see if there was a doll per se. But I will go up top as you ask. Keep your eye on the ball, pal.
Snake. I have to apologize.
Your car.
The 3 vans that came out with us are decoys.
You get Daddy a beer?
The real
Go in the
one
fridge, get Daddy a beer?
headed downstream. I managed to get in touch with the
Oh. So this guy died and he wasn't even... Fake or not, them 78-year-old tits look fresh. Well, I mean, they were probably bolted on, 10 years ago.
Land and air routes are cut off.
Yeah, there's no droop, right?
There's a cruiser waiting for us.
She probably has no feeling in the nipples, though, but hey, whatever.
Let's get out of here. Hurry.
Good thinking.
See, here's a weird thing, though, of like what you were saying. We go and have a cutscene afterwards. Is there an opportunity to go back up to the top of that area to go get that doll? Guess there isn't any point in turning into Tokyo, though. Because, like, that's really out of the way, right?
This way. Follow me. I don't need to feel the wind anymore. There's no need to keep lying to myself. I only get off my bike when I fall in love.
Oh, it's when you're fighting them as a beauty after their armor is knocked off. Oh. So I've already missed it. Essentially. On the very top of the tower when the player fights the beauty form. Ah, yeah, I never did that. I never ran around and got anything else. I just shot them with non-lethal ranges. No, that's okay. Hey, look. When we play this again sometime, I'll try to remember. I wonder where the one was for a Decoy Octopus, though. I mean, obviously, probably somewhere around the perimeter of the doctor's office, but on a bed it says, oh, okay, yeah. Act 1, you have to non-lethal all the... Yeah, I did that. All the frogs, drogs. I did that. We're so shocked that he's right there. Liquid? Oh, I gotta get a beer for this. It's so weird. He's just right there. We beat up one of the ladies, and
Liquid.
he doesn't seem to be too concerned that we're right there. Smoking probably a nice Cuban cigar.
That no longer matters.
Where is it?
Is that it?
Is that the body from the van? Those are the frogs you were talking about. Yeah, rest in peace, Naked Snake. Hey, there's our answer. You said they'd come back.
Naomi told me everything. And now, thanks to her, I find
Or did I?
the thing I've sought for so long. Big Boss. Put down the gun, Snake. It's already too late. You almost did it. But it looks like I win after all.
You're gonna have dinner soon.
Cigars. Father's favorite. What do you say?
I'll have one. You've been killing yourself for a smoke.
You think you're Big Boss now?
Guilty as charged.
Then go tell mommy. Go tell mommy then. See if she says yes.
But all that.
Imagine having a grudge last this long. Dude showed up with you in the 60s and you fought for 50 years to get him back. And then you wear a cigar off the eye patch. Is it me? Like, I wanted to say, were you surprised that, like, they got rid of Liquid so quickly? Like, I know, like, you know, you put the hand on Ocelot and you call him Liquid, but, like, I feel like Liquid as an entire body could have, like...
Mommy, that's chippies.
Mommy said no chippies?
No.
Well, what do you think? I'm going to say yes?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you have to have dinner. I feel like Liquid could have been around for a couple of games. You want chippies? Don't touch the microphone.
Chippies.
Well, you have to wait till after dinner. After dinner. Have to wait till after dinner.
Chippies.
Say hi.
Chippies.
You're gonna fall. Say hi.
Chippies.
I can tickle you. You want to come up here? I'm gonna tickle you. Want down?
No, chippies.
What's mommy?
No, mommy said no.
Well, daddy says no.
Yeah.
Okay, go. Okay, go tell mommy I said yes. Go tell mommy I said yes. They could have dragged it out a little bit more if they wanted to keep Liquid around or included him. Like, it just feels weird of, like, you still wanted to keep Liquid. He's just like, oh, like, you know, every once in a while, Ocelot's arm takes over. And, you know, all right, I gotta deal with this little guy for a second. I'll be right back.
Mom.
touch me. I'll give it all up just to be with you. I'm so happy. Now you got me. I'll surrender all my love to you. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, no. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm feeling guilty, so lock me up with the key. Oh, yeah. I said lock me up with the key. Yeah. Ooh, lock me up with the key. Baby, it's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up with the key. You gotta take away the key, my baby. Lock me up with the key. Keep me in there. Lock me up with the key.
All right, we're back.
Nice try. But when it comes to CQC,
That's what I'm saying. They still keep Liquid around. You still could have kept Ocelot around as a separate. You could have kept them as a team together, doing what they wanted to do. Stop. 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 And instead you join them up. Get down, please.
what of it, brother? It's only a matter of time before I have everything.
Homo? This one?
Remember, GW?
God, why is happening?
The AI they think they lost. It's mine. A part of my army.
They were about to kiss there.
Impossible. We destroyed it. Your worm only managed to cut GW into little pieces. Pieces we were able to reconstruct. And then we stowed it away inside JD's network. This man's body has served me well, allowing me to pass every security barrier between me and GW. After all, the Patriots system is nothing more than a machine. Now that GW is a spook inside the network.
What happened to Lothar's? Has he been trying to find his pants for all this time?
Once I destroy JD with a nuclear strike, the Patriots network will be mine. And then...
Crazy how Emma ends up being the most important character in the series. Yeah! And if you miss that part, you sort of like miss that entire point. Right? Like she's instrumental of what her work is, right? But she's like in the game for like 6 minutes.
Liquid, you're planning to recreate the Patriots. Snake, we were created by the Patriots.
I love how he's still wearing his ID tag as if it matters. As if no one will know who Ocelot is. As if he's like swiping his key card around somewhere.
We're freaks who never should have existed.
Which hand was Liquid on? The right hand?
Insurance that future generations never prosper.
Sunny carries the torch, but Emma's a huge chunk of the work, yes.
The Patriots saw fit to create us.
Watch your show. Now. Now you're going to bed. Then go. Come on. Stop. 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 Now. Yes.
I won't fight my fate any longer. I'll kill Zero.
No, she did not.
Become a Patriot myself.
Yes, you will.
No.
Yes, you will.
Go to our room. Now.
Look at this.
Zero and Big Boss. Our purpose.
I can't pause this part. Oh, yes, I can. Sorry.
Our destinies.
I like a game that allows you to pause during a cutscene.
The world can be reborn.
Took the developers a long time to not allow that. Ooh. Went off and had some barbecue, it looks like.
Adam.
You know how hard that would be? To crush an apple?
So long as we both live, the world will not know an age of light. If we're to pass the baton to the next generation, the only choice left to us is death.
Boss.
Good.
Even the water effects look really good for this game.
All assembled, Snake. The time has come for you to witness. Witness our moment of triumph.
Was the PS3 the emotion engine, or was that PS2? Yeah, you screwed us again, Naomi. Two old folks just clinging to the ground. Not that I'm complaining, I'm just pointing out. Stream has been 3 hours. I literally think I've had about 30 minutes of gameplay. Vamp does not like light. Oh, we're gonna have a poop again.
Hold it right there, Liquid!
Do you think there's a toilet on that boat? A latrine, perhaps?
Drop your weapons and stand down, now!
Morty. Oh, the Americans are off on this one. No, we're on good hands. Are you in good hands? How did that happen? My immersion. He looks so unworried about all of the American choppers and ships coming near him. He's like, yeah, well, you have no idea what's about to happen. a little overkill, though, don't we think? Like, only one of you is good enough to shoot this man down. We don't need all of this, you know, theatrics happening. Like, you're surrounded, Ocelot. Not in my eyes, how dare you?
All of you, drop your weapons and put your hands up!
I always feel like I should, like, put my webcam just like a little bit more so like you can see all of the text. How do you feel like about as a viewer of not being able to see all of that text? Does that bother you? Does that irritate you? Doesn't matter because I'm talking during all these segments anyways, so I'm already ruining it for the viewer.
Liquid! Stop!
Fire!
What happened?
Huh?
The nano machines. Nobody's weapons are gonna work. I feel like in this day and age, someone would have like a sidearm that wouldn't be connected to this thing. Maybe, you know, oh, I don't know, Solid Snake. Yeah, knife works too.
The system is mine. Your guns and your weapons are no longer your own. Behold, guns of the Patriots.
He mentioned the title of the game. What, you want to show?
Bang!
Oh, he's got them finger bullets. I didn't know that was a possibility. Oh. Oh my god, his finger bullets work. Well, I'm terrified.
Shit!
Abort, abort, abort. Ah, maybe you'll be fine if you land in the water. Just take off your safety belts and hope to God to know you can swim. I don't... Not for those guys. What? Yeah. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Maybe swimming won't help you there. Yeah.
Die!
Oh! That guy wore a couple of bullets. Johnny, you should be in the latrine taking a dump right there. Tomorrow, buddy. Tomorrow.
Bang!
Did he just call for his persona right there?
Jonathan! Ed! Commander! Commander!
Akiba, you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
But why?
Why is he fine? Does he not have nanomachines? How ridiculous this game is. Oh my god. Lonely Deceased, if you're still here, can I ask you a question? Can you send a highlighted message? I would assume you have... No, actually, no, never mind. I should be able to actually do it myself. Wanted to see if that would work. Oh, I like that one too. Helicopter my dick! Yeah, that works too. That's a really good one. Oh, Christ. Oh, we called out the big guns. It almost like feels like fitting for the game. Helicopter my dick. Now, question. Is this guy that's with Meryl that's got the problems with the bum? Is he the same guy that's in Metal Gear Solid 1? Like, there's like a guy who always has a problem with, like, you know, he's always going to the washroom. Is he the same person, or is it just like an ongoing, like, Easter egg joke?
Let them have it. We don't need it anymore.
That's Johnny the Johnny. Okay. That sucks. I mean, I know people can argue like, oh yeah, like he's alive but not really alive. That guy is not alive. I'm sorry. Naked Snake is... It's sort of like, I'm trying to think of what was the name of the movie, like with Jake Gyllenhaal. They like had made a program about him going on a train or about something like that. Like, They're not alive anymore. I mean, he's not alive anymore there either, but... So what you're saying is it always the same Johnny? The most stable evidence is the Easter egg in Metal Gear Solid 2 when Emma is behind the pillars on the oil fence bridge. Yeah, because if you peer behind, there's a guy who says a comment about like he has to go to the washroom. I'm just trying to figure out like all the timing and everything, right? Of whether it would be that Johnny or just like an Easter egg of like just a guy who always has to take a shit. I remember he does say that. Stay away from good-looking women or else you'll get diarrhea. DJ, how was your stream earlier today? Good afternoon. I mean, to be honest, like, not much time has passed. It would make sense if it was from Metal Gear Solid to Metal Gear 4. Like, you know, it would make sense that it would be him.
We were great partners.
No. Great friends.
Meryl! Meryl! Meryl!
Start to do that mouth to mouth there. Did they do that on purpose to make him look very similar to like a very young Solid Snake? You know they don't teach this anymore. This mouth to mouth thing. You should have like a filter thing, a mask, and then you blow into that. They don't want you to have any cooties. Thank you. And he's also not pushing down hard enough for CPR. You need to push down on that chest 2.5 to 3 centimeters down to get the proper compression down. But, you know, I'll give him credit. He's doing it. The only one that isn't him is the father in Metal Gear Solid 3, the guard while you're in the cell. Okay, but that makes sense. At least they still keep it all going. It's his dad. And he's also doing it too fast. You want to do it to the speed of staying alive. Ha! Ha, 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 staying alive, ha, 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 staying alive. You know, that's from the Office joke. Hey, look at that. She's fine. Yeah, he has to break through the breastplate to be effective. Exactly, we know what's going on. If you're gonna do proper CPR, you're gonna break through a few ribs. It's just the way it works. And his dad mentions, all firstborn sons are named Johnny in my family. They're back in America. When I come back to playing these games through a second time, I'm going to look out for those things.
Thank you.
Okay, Meryl?
Shit has just hit the fan here. Hey. On the waterfront of France, maybe. Eastern Czechoslovakia, maybe? I don't know. Now, Kith. Johnny and Meryl and Old Snake and Eva.
Beasts are no different. Scorched shadows born to the world. When a beast steps into the light, unless the light is put out, the shadow cannot.
Aside from Eva, yeah.
So long.
Oh, his face is burned.
There is shadow.
Guess I better put on that octo camo for the face.
To return everything to normal, the light must be extinguished.
And like Lonely Deceased, still looking at her tits. Those are still some fine tits. No push-up bra holding those things up. Naomi is hot, but her character is ugly. She's one of those characters of like you're not wrong. Like, she's hot as a person, but she's a bitch, right? So she loses some points there. It's like when you run into like a hot chick, but they're a ditz, so like they lose some points on that aspect. Why we haven't removed this knife from our shoulder is beyond me. I would hate boner for sure, but that's about it. Right, exactly, right? Just a hate bone.
Like I said, we pride ourselves on service. Come on.
Well, that'll leave a mark from that serrated blade. Got a dancing monkey wearing a diaper, drinking narc. Oh yeah, for sure. That tore up some ligaments in there. I'm sure we know some type of surgeon named Dr. Naomi Hunter that can work some wonders or something. Wow. If that's the end of an act, I think I'm gonna call that a day. I mean, I was going to go a little longer, but this wrapped up rather nicely. We started an act and we finished it. I don't know what these Drebin points equal out to, but I think I'm going to call it a day. I call it a stream. That was a good one. Thank you, Lonely Deceased, DJ Anime, Lothars, and Witcher Mad Max for coming on in and having some fun. What happened? Oh, it just ended. It's okay. Yeah, no, that was a really good one. So, some things have changed. Tomorrow, I will not be around. I have to go to a funeral tomorrow. But I was able to change my shift for the weekend, so I should be able to stream on Friday, actually, which will work out well for me. So, we'll get a stream out on the weekend, and then, like I said, I knew the person. It's more my wife's family, but one of her uncles had passed away, but a good dude. So we'll pay the respects, and we'll be back on Friday. So thank you all for tuning in. It was a great day, great stream. We'll see you Friday with probably Trails of Cold Steel. We'll get back to this probably next week, where I'm aiming to finish the game. We will finish this next week because I'm off next week. So thank you always, and as always, as Kenny makes it's time for me to say goodbye and good night. Bang. Yeah. We are out. Bye-bye, everybody. We will see you next week. I want to say mañana, but I'm so wrong. So, bye, everybody. There we are. Bye-bye.